It is main event time here at Lord of the Ring 2005, and here comes Freakin Flax, the winner of the 2004 Doomsday match, leaping off the shoulders of the Cult of the Dead's priest, formerly the Cult of the Dead's priest, to get that Doomsday flag. And here tonight, it will be arguably one of the most violent matches in WAW history, the obstacle match. The ropes are surrounded in barbed wire. There's tacks on the floor, there's a bed of nails, there's a stun gun, there's a pyramid of chairs, and there are ladders leading up to the WAW Championship, currently held by that man right there, the Dark Stalker and the leader of the Cult of the Dead, Gravedigger, as he makes his entrance into this obstacle match at Lord of the Ring 2005. Gravedigger readying himself for what will be a violent clash between he and Freakin Flax here tonight. There you see the WAW title suspended above the arena floor, and Gravedigger saying that he will walk out of here the WAW champion here tonight at Lord of the Ring 2005.
New champion!
Welcome to the obstacle course match.
Yeah!
Before we start though, we do have a little game to play.
Yeah! Woo!
I did challenge you to battleship, and well, you know, make the fans happy, and me, you know. Let's play.
Battleship! 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 Yeah!
I'll use you, Flax. I'll use you. Thank you.
You're gonna get fucking sung! Say you son of a battleship!
Alright, ready? Go for it. One Flax! A1. Oh, you missed, man. Man, you know what? I think I'm gonna think a battleship. No, Digger, man, you can't do that. You know?
And this match is officially underway as Gravedigger takes that battleship game piece and smashes it over the skull of Freakin Flax. Gravedigger amusing Flax briefly, then saying he was going to sink his battleship and cracking him over the head with that battleship game. And this obstacle match is now underway as we had ourselves quite a moment there. A battleship game to kick off the main event of Lord of the Ring 2005. Both men now trying to fight to put each other into that barbed wire. Both men failing at this very moment. Gravedigger bouncing off the ropes, bouncing off at Flax, trying to catch him with a clothesline, and then drags it right down into a reverse chin lock. Gravedigger didn't hit that clothesline, but he brought Flax right down into a reverse chin lock. What a save of his own miss by Gravedigger. Now bouncing off the ropes once again, going after Flax, and we got a flipping neckbreaker onto Freakin Flax. Gravedigger now back up on his feet. What is he going to do now with Freakin Flax? These two men have had quite the grudge going on for the longest time. It all really started back in Hellbound when Freakin Flax protested the loss of Captain Amazing at Hellbound, and he fought diligently to get Captain Amazing, now known as the Captain, his job back. Gravedigger didn't like this. Freakin Flax also arranged the submission match that happened 2 weeks before Doomsday that has had Gravedigger's knee in ruins ever since before Doomsday. He still has a knee brace on to this day from the injuries suffered at the hands of the Captain in that submission match back in December. And then when Freakin Flax won the Doomsday match, the grudge got ever so more intense as Gravedigger goes head and back first into that barbed wire. Gravedigger getting the first taste here at Lord of the Ring of the barbed wire. Freakin Flax won that Doomsday match, and things really got intensified, and they were pushed to a brand new level 2 weeks ago when Freakin Flax left a plate of cookies full of flaxatives in the cookies, and Gravedigger ate every last one of those cookies before going out to his match against Paul Clement and Freakin Flax, and his tag team partner was Empress. And then, during the contest, Gravedigger, let's just say he had a bit of stomach problems, and he had to run out of the ring, and it was all because of Freakin Flax. Freakin Flax sends Gravedigger into that barbed wire, and Flax got caught on the barbed wire. Excuse me, Gravedigger gets caught on the barbed wire at the hands of Flax. Freakin Flax now hammering away at Gravedigger, who is wrapped in some barbed wire along that top rope. The top rope, all four sides is wrapped, but then the front end, all three ropes are covered in barbed wire to make it harder for you to get out of the ring towards the ladders, which lead you up to the WAW Championship, hence the obstacle match. Gravedigger now up on the top rope. He's getting caught up in barbed wire. He looks like he's gets hung up on the top rope. Looked like he was going to try and scale the top rope and leap out with a DDT, but he gets hung up on the top rope by Freakin Flax, who hangs Gravedigger right on that barbed wire. That could not have been comfortable for the Dark Stalker.
You really ought to learn how to play Battleship, man.
Flax now on the apron with Gravedigger. What are these two men going to do? We're going to see a headstone by Flax. He's calling for a headstone. Oh no, get a knee right to the stomach. No headstone by Freakin Flax. Wait a second, Gravedigger has Flax. We get a headstone by Gravedigger on Freakin Flax, driving Flax knees first into that area of tacks that is on the floor outside of the ring. Gravedigger now grabbing one of those ladders. Doesn't look like he has any intent of going after the WAW Championship. He is setting that ladder up for something else in the way of Gravedigger's destruction. And now Gravedigger setting up another ladder as well. He's setting these two things up side by side. What has Gravedigger got planned here for Freakin Flax? Gravedigger now bringing Flax up on those ladders. What is Freakin Flax going to be subjected to here at the hands of Gravedigger? Gravedigger, two elbows to the face, and we got a flip mare, and Freakin Flax doesn't quite make the flip, but he crashes head first right into the floor off the top of the ladder. I'd say Flax was worse off than hitting on his back. He crashed head first right into the floor. Gravedigger now trying to get back up to his feet after having a bit taken out of him, after doing a flip right off of that ladder, attempting the flip mare that Flax ended up crashing his head on. Flax now back on top of Gravedigger with the advantage over the WAW champion. Now bringing the champion over to the ladder, slams him head first right into the top rung of that ladder. Now Flax and Gravedigger going back up on the ladder. Flax has Gravedigger set up. What are we going to see here? Ole bomb right off of the ladder. Gravedigger is sent into those tacks, and it looks like he had a few impaled into his body as he was writhing in pain. Flax headbanging all over the place, almost falling down. Gravedigger down after that Ole bomb off of the ladders. Gravedigger now stumbling around, maybe a little dizzy after smacking his head on the floor. Gravedigger sent into the ladder, but no, he moves, and he catches Flax with a DDT. Gravedigger went after Flax. Flax moved out of the way. Gravedigger looked like he was going to hit the ladders, and then Flax was DDT'd as Gravedigger spun around and leapt out with a DDT. What a move there by the WAW champion, driving Flax into those tacks head first. Looks like Flax might have gotten some tacks in his head. Freakin Flax and Gravedigger now both up on their feet. They've been beating each other to the bone so far, and it looks like it's starting to take a little bit of a toll on both the champion and challenger here in this obstacle match in our main event of Lord of the Ring 2005. So far tonight, Carnage, with the aid of President Miss Moody Star, won the 2005 Lord of the Ring match. He is now guaranteed a WAW Championship match at Legacy as Flax jumps off with a falling reverse DDT, taking the move out of the book of Gravedigger. Carnage now guaranteed a WAW title shot at Legacy. But the big question for Carnage is this: will he be facing Gravedigger or will he be facing Freakin Flax? If he faces Gravedigger, he won't be facing Gravedigger. He'll walk into Legacy and he'll lay down in the main event of our biggest event of the year, because that's how Gravedigger is. Every time he enters in cult members into special event matches, it's under the provision that if they win, they forfeit their title match to Gravedigger at the next special event. And now Freakin Flax has a bed of nails, and he is driven right into that bed of nails by Gravedigger. Gravedigger charges with a spear, impaling Freakin Flax's back right on to the bed of nails. As I was saying about Carnage winning the 2005 Lord of the Ring, if he goes into Legacy and faces Gravedigger, there will be no match. So you almost have to pull for Freakin Flax here tonight if you want to see a main event at Legacy. But it is anything goes here in this obstacle match, so any one of these two men can walk out the WAW champion. Also tonight, in the finals of the WAW Team Championship Tournament, for the first time in 4 years, we crowned new champions as the Big Top Players defeated Heaven Burning when Puma pinned the Jersey Devil after a play-a-hater to become the brand new team champions. What is Flax set up for here? Slingshot sends Gravedigger right in to that bed of nails. Gravedigger holding his shin in pain. Looks like Gravedigger might have had a nail impaled right into his leg. That bed of nails is not a good thing for either one of these two men. This is going to cause bodily harm on both men, but I don't think either man cares. That all they care about is walking out of here, the WAW champion, to begin the road to Legacy 2005 as the WAW champion. What is Gravedigger going to do with Flax now? Looks like he's going to lock on a shallow grave, except wait a second, he's going to turn on the bed of nails. Freakin Flax's chest and stomach is being impaled into that bed of nails, and now his legs and knees as well. Gravedigger letting go of that shallow grave. Freakin Flax's body all across that bed of nails. What is Gravedigger going to do with Freakin Flax now? What is this? Is he going to lock on a Figure Flax? He's got it locked on. Figure Flax onto Freakin Flax. Can Gravedigger make Freakin Flax possibly tap out and be down from excruciating pain to the Figure Flax, and that will allow Gravedigger to get the title, but Freakin Flax reverses it over, and he now has Gravedigger over, and Gravedigger was tapping out there as if this was a normal match, but unfortunately for Flax, the object of the match is to climb the ladder to get to the WAW Championship, which neither man has yet to attempt. Both of these men have been more focused on beating the living hell out of each other to try and incapacitate one man to be able to climb the ladder to get up to the WAW Championship, and now Flax thinks he must have Gravedigger down for the count because he is now setting up a ladder, and it looks like Freakin Flax will attempt to ascend to the top of this ladder to become the brand new WAW champion, but it will not happen at this moment as Gravedigger hits a bicycle kick, taking Freakin Flax down. Gravedigger now bringing Freakin Flax over back into the ring and sends him under the barbed wire into the ring. What is Gravedigger going to set up for now? Freakin Flax hurting in the ring after that bicycle kick, slamming down on that wooden floor. He's slammed down on the area with no padding. Gravedigger has Freakin Flax. What is going on here? Oh, Flax grinding Gravedigger's head right in to that barbed wire. Oh my God. He is grinding away, and Gravedigger has got to be hurting. And I would not be surprised if the Dark Stalker comes up bleeding as his forehead was just grinded and driven right into that barbed wire. And having seen the ring crew set up the barbed wire for this match, a lot of them got cut off. So this stuff is surely going to cut up the forehead of Gravedigger. Freakin Flax now going under the bottom rope to the outside where Gravedigger lies. And what is Flax going to do? He's got Gravedigger's bottle of water and spits it right in Gravedigger's face, who is laying on the floor after having his head driven into the barbed wire. Freakin Flax now taking that second ladder and bringing it over to where the first ladder is.
Well, I'm gonna fall, you know. I always fall.
Gravedigger is down, and this could be Freakin Flax's opportunity to climb up to the top of the ladder and gain that WAW Championship. And here comes Gravedigger, stopping Flax at the very last second as Flax was beginning to ascend up to the top of the ladder. Gravedigger, oh, drops him down. Back-to-back suplex by Gravedigger. Gravedigger has Flax down. Gravedigger is indeed bleeding after having his head driven into that barbed wire, being busted wide open by Freakin Flax. Now Gravedigger climbing up to the top of the ladder. Looks like Freakin Flax could be in danger. No. Gravedigger now being hammered away, but Gravedigger falls down off the ladder. Oh, Flax gets hit with the ladder right in the head. Tried for the strike punch. Gravedigger dropped down. Flax tried for it again, and Gravedigger this time took the ladder and smashed Flax right in the head.
Digger, someone who knows, man. Fuck you.
Gravedigger bleeding profusely, waiting for Flax to get up. Flax Master onto that bed of nails. Freakin Flax's forehead just hit head first onto that bed of nails. What is Gravedigger going to do now? Freakin Flax incapacitated after that Flax Master onto the bed of nails. Gravedigger has the bed of nails and drops him down across the back of Freakin Flax. What is he going to do now with that bed of nails? No way. Gravedigger up on the apron. I don't like the looks of this. Look at a senton bomb onto that bed of nails, driving hundreds and thousands of nails into the back of Freakin Flax. My goodness, Freakin Flax has got to be in serious pain after that senton bomb. Somehow Flax is actually moving after that senton bomb onto the bed of nails by Gravedigger. Flax up on his feet, writhing in pain after taking the senton bomb and the Flax Master onto the bed of nails. We got a strike punch that drops Gravedigger down. And Gravedigger now rolled onto his stomach. What does Freakin Flax have planned for the WAW Champion now?
Your turn. Next.
Flax placing that bed of nails over the back of Gravedigger. What is Freakin Flax going to attempt now? Flax heading up to the top. He's going up on the second rope. He is up on the second rope. What is Flax going to do here? Could we see the Montezuma raise up? And we do, driving the bed of nails into the small of the back of Gravedigger. Freakin Flax up on his feet. Gravedigger is down. This is the opportunity Freakin Flax needs to climb up to the top and gain the WAW Championship to end Gravedigger's reign, his fourth reign as champion, but Gravedigger gets taken down by Flax. Flax saw Gravedigger coming. Flax up on the ring apron. What is he going for? Oh man, is that the taser? Is that the stun gun? Flax has a stun gun, but he gets a ladder driven right into his ribs. Gravedigger setting up that ladder now, heading up to the top. Wait a second, I don't think he saw Freakin Flax grab that stun gun. Gravedigger on top of the ladder, drives the knee down into the stomach of Freakin Flax, who is in possession of that stun gun.
Never was, man.
If you motherfuckers at home don't believe this is a real fucking taser.
Gravedigger showing to us that that's a real stun gun, setting it off a little bit to show that there is shock value, no puns intended, in that stun gun. Gravedigger and Flax now both in the ring. What is going to happen now? Freakin Flax sends Gravedigger off the ropes. And we got a monkey flip that sends Gravedigger back first and head first into that barbed wire wrapped around the front three ropes. Gravedigger with a kick right to the stomach of Freakin Flax. What is Gravedigger going to do now with Flax? Putting him into the corner. Gravedigger now climbing up over the top rope. Could we see the figure four in the corner by Gravedigger? Looks like he's going to lock it on and hang Flax over that top rope. Can we see it? Gravedigger trying to lock it on, and he does. Flax locked in that figure four over the top rope. Freakin Flax being hung to dry by Gravedigger. Gravedigger letting go of the hold and coming back into the ring to resume the punishment on Freakin Flax. Gravedigger slams Flax's head right into the mat. What is Gravedigger trying to do now with Freakin Flax? Gravedigger now to the outside. What is Gravedigger going to do here? We got a springboard leg drop by the Dark Stalker down across the throat of Freakin Flax. Gravedigger still bleeding profusely out of the forehead. Freakin Flax now being brought up to his feet by the WAW Champion. What does the champion have planned now? Freakin Flax trying to fight back, punches Gravedigger back, has him bounced off the ropes. Gravedigger down to 2 knees. Freakin Flax hammering away at Gravedigger. Now hammering away right at the cut, the open wounds of Gravedigger. Right at all those cuts from that barbed wire. Gravedigger had to have been, he's got to have like a shredded forehead right now. Freakin Flax, knees to the stomach. What is he going to go for here? Flax Master onto Gravedigger. This could do it. Freakin Flax needs to seize this moment and head to the outside and climb a ladder to get to the WAW Championship title belt, which is hanging above the arena floor. Flax grabbing that taser. That's a smart move on his part. Now if Gravedigger comes over at Freakin Flax, he'll get tasered by Flax, who has the taser in hand, and he is going to climb to the top of the ladder. Top of the ladder. Well, wait a second. Here comes Gravedigger again. Flax not quick enough on the draw to try and get up those ladders, and Gravedigger is now at the ladders as well. Freakin Flax punching Gravedigger right through the ladder, kicking him as well. Gravedigger in the middle of the ladder. Gravedigger now being brought out of the ladders by Freakin Flax. Oh, we got a low blow by Gravedigger onto Freakin Flax. These two men fighting and battling it out right by the ladders. Who will be the man that makes it to the top and gains the WAW Championship and walks out of here to begin the road to legacy as the champion? Gravedigger now climbing up to the top of the ladder. He is at the very top. Flax, oh, he tasers Gravedigger with that stun gun. Gravedigger gets stunned by Freakin Flax. Flax now turning that ladder around so he can now climb and try and get the WAW Championship out of the hands of that. We'll take it out of the hands of Gravedigger, but gain it from the top of the arena. Wait a second. Oh, Gravedigger with a taser to the crotch of Flax, and Flax crashes into that pyramid of chairs. Freakin Flax gets tasered right in his freaking nuts and then flies off those ladders into the pyramid of chairs. Gravedigger now at the top of the ladder puts the taser in his pocket. Gravedigger has a hand on the title belt, and he has it secure in his hand. Gravedigger is still the WAW champion after winning in tonight's obstacle match over Freakin Flax. What is this? What is Gravedigger going to do now with Freakin Flax? He has got the taser. What is he going to do to Flax? He's hanging it over Flax, and he is tasering Freakin Flax to end this obstacle match here tonight at Lord of the Ring 2005. What a night it has been here at Lord of the Ring 2005. Carnage.